So stress in turn affects your emotional and mental state. Their findings indicate that prolonged stress enhances emotion in favor of memory and cognition, and actually causes physical changes in the brain. This means that previous stress influences the way you perceived, feel about, and react to current state and hormones, including stress hormones. So, your emotional state affects your brain chemistry and activity, which in turn affects your perception of stress. This very complex interrelationship loop of emotions and stress is not yet clearly understood. But what is clear is that your emotion influence your experiences of stress such just as much as stress influence your emotions. So we have the emotional effect of stress. First one would be frustration. So, ano nga ba ang frustration? Ano ang dumating sa ating isip if we say the word frustration? So, here it is. Frustration is the common emotional response to opposition related to anger, annoyance, and disappointment. Frustration arises from the perceived resistance to the fulfillment of an individual's will or goal. So, mao to siya ang meaning sa frustration. To furthermore explain, frustration is emotion we convey nga kanagaling suko kayo ta or annoyed while at the same time disappointed kaayo ta kay that is because kanang 'di ba each one of us naman tay will or goal sa ato ang kinabuhi. So high kayo tag expectations na malampuson na siya. So kanang kung dili gali nato kanang dili nato ma-fulfill or something nga naimo block sa atong way, di ba frustrated kayo ta kay hapit na ta to bisag gamay na lang jud kayo then ma-achieve na nimo siya then naay mo harang. So mo na siya kanang frustrated kayo ka nga wala to siya nimo na obtain imong will or goal. So mo to siya frustration. So get. So we will be showing you today our example of frustration. So ito siya guys. Ito yung taong nakikita natin na frustrated. The next one is impatience. So impatience refers to the quality of being impatient, lacking patience, restlessness, and intolerance of delays, anxiety, and eagerness, especially to begin with something. So here's the picture of an example showing impatience. So another one is mood swings. A mood swing is an extreme or rapid change in mood. Such mood swings can play a positive part in promoting problem solving and in producing flexible forward planning. However, when mood swings are so strong that they are disruptive, they may be the main part of bipolar disorder. So, mood swing, mo na siya ang kanang emotions nato, ang different emotions nato ang na-convey at the same time. While, example is, mukalit ng tawag katawa, dayon inigtitiod day kay masuko ta without any reason at all. Then, kanang malipay ta, then galit ng tawag hilak. So, mo na siya ang mood swing, a rapid change in mood. So, example of mood swing is this one. So, the next one is low self-esteem. But first, let us tackle what self-esteem is. So, self-esteem is simply how you feel about yourself and how you judge your worth. This evaluation has a profound impact on the choices you make, since it determines to a great extent what you consider yourself capable. So when we talk about low self-esteem is characterized by a lack of confidence and feeling badly about oneself. People with low self-esteem often feel unloved, awkward, or incompetent. So this picture here is also an example of low self-esteem. So on to the next one. The next one is nervousness. Nervousness refers to the quality or state of being nervous. Nervousness by itself is not considered a serious problem, but many people suffer from nervousness at some point or another. Some even from irrational nervousness. Being nervous is part of being human and recognizing that the world does have its dangers. But when that nervousness becomes overwhelming, it never seems to go away and it impacts your personal life or is accompanied by severe physical symptoms. That's when you may need some type of treatment. So nervousness, also not everyone suffering from nervousness will qualify for an anxiety disorder. But those with anxiety do have their own special treatments. So ayun, that was nervousness. So for the example of nervousness, just take a look at this picture beside me. Alam niyo ba kung ano yung next? Well, the next one is boredom. So, boredom is an emotional or psychological state experienced when an individual is left without anything in particular to do and is not interested in his or her surroundings or feels that a day or period is dull or tedious. So boredom, mao na siyang ato ang ma-feel if kanang wala gali tay buhaton, kanang galutaw lang ang ato ang panghuna-huna, wala ta sa ato ang panghuna-huna kanang bored kayo kay wala tay gibuhat nga activities nga maka-feel nato og excited, happy or something, then mo na siya ang boredom. So our example for boredom is here. So this is what boredom feels like or actually looks like. So another example of the emotional effect of stress to a person is loneliness. So what is loneliness? Loneliness is a complex and usually unpleasant emotional response to isolation. It typically includes anxious feelings about a lack of connection or communication with other beings, both in present and extending into the future. As such, loneliness can be felt even when surrounded by other people. The causes of loneliness are varied and include social, mental, and emotional, and also physical factors. So research has shown that loneliness is prevalent throughout society, including people in marriages, relationships, families, veterans, and those with successful careers. So loneliness mo na siya ang feeling na ato ang ma-feel kung wala tay kanang makatabi or wala tay ka interaction or communication sa ubang tao. Then mo nang sad kayo ang ato ang ma-feel kay lonely kay takita raw sa then kanang wala tay may kastoryahan sa ato ang mga problema or other things that we love or we don't like. So, example of loneliness or being lonely is shown in the picture right here beside me. To release all your negativity vibes within, let me help you. These are the tips in dealings with coping up with stress. So, there are several things that you can do to help yourself cope. And the first one is don't suffer in silence. Feeling alone makes stress harder to deal with. The second one is talking to somebody you trust can really help you to deal with stress and to work out how to tackle the problems that are causing it. Third is make a list of all the things in your life that are making you feel stressed. Write them down on a piece of paper. Then take each one in turn and list all the things you could do to tackle it. These can help you sort things out in your head. Problems look easier to deal with one at a time than in big jumble in your head. Second, and then followed by take a break. Do something that you really enjoy. Do something relaxing. For example, take a hot bath or watch a film. And the last one is do some exercise. This produces chemicals in your body called endorphins, which make you feel good. So, that's the tips that could help you cope up with stress.
Could dress up to get love, but guess what? I'm never gonna be that girl.